almost no one can express with any sort of accuracy or detail what's in their own vortex, because you've put it there so incrementally over such a long period of time, and the cooperative components have assembled in such a perfect way that even when your vortex is unfolding and revealing itself to you, it continues to surprise and delight you. Often, you asking us to tell you what's in your vortex is not so different from you needing reality to shift so that you can feel better about it. You follow? It's like, I'm so used to just observing things, and if good things happen, I feel good. So Abraham, I can't observe yet what's in my vortex, but if you could tell me, then I can feel good about what you're saying. And we say, we don't want to perpetuate that needing some assurance by reality. We want you to feel your way in, because that's how it works for you, you see. So we'll tell you in general terms what's in there. Everything you want. Oh, how annoying is that? We'll tell you that it's bigger than a bread box. It's mostly about your ability to be of true and unique and valuable service to mankind. It's mostly about finding your way with such clarity that you can express it in ways that will help other people find their way more quickly. It's about, we're not even going to say it's about, well, we will say it. It's about wanting to help others find a faster path to the soothing that you have wanted for such a very long time for yourself. And now you've discovered the soothing you just want with everything that you are to help other people get there faster. And you know, we want that too. But we would never, ever, 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 ever deprive anyone of their journey of building the vortex or of discovering it, you see. What you are about to know in a very profound way, something that we've come to know a long, 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 long timeless ago, is that no matter how much we know about what's in someone's vortex, we cannot build a direct path for them to find it. All we can do is stand in the knowledge of the well-being, and in many cases it's general well-being that we know, knowing that if they want it enough, that they will find their way there. You are an uplifter to the very core of your being, you see. And things that our friend called bad things hurt you. In other words, you feel pain when you see things happening on the planet that shouldn't ought to be that way. The feeling of wanting to fix it comes up very strong within you. And we want you to know that those strong feelings that come up have put something in the vortex that as you align with it, you will know what to do. So when we say to you that we want your discovery of your vortex to be your discovery and your surprise, how does that resonate with you? Does that feel like the right answer to you? At times you are in there and you feel it fully. And you've done that enough that now you can't stand it when you're not there. You see, this is the thing about the vortex that we really want you to hear. It's a vibrational place that will manifest into something that you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch. But if you need it to be something that right now you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch, when it isn't, then you don't get in. But if you will accept it for what it is, a vibrational version of you, it's all the love that is really you and all the knowing that is really you, and you will feel your way there, then what begins to happen is you're there enough that it begins to manifest, and now the vortex and real life begin wrapping around each other, and then you're off and running. So as you acknowledge this manifestation, even though our answer is not as satisfying to you as you would like it to be, our answer is as satisfying as you are able to allow it to be from where you are. So do you think that you get the vortex? Do you get it that it's this vibrational state of being? But don't you want the vortex to become more tangible? Don't you want your vortex to manifest? Don't you want someone to walk into your experience and say something to you that reflects what you're feeling? And don't you want to say, I did that? You are a manifestational evidence of what's going on with me, and I'll take that as real life experience. This is what's happening for many of you, because we've been talking about deliberate creation for a while and the art of allowing for a while, and we've been talking about the vortex for a while, and you've been understanding the vortex intellectually, and now what's next for you is that you are going to wake up feeling good. You're going to milk the vortex a little bit. You're going to look for reasons to feel good. You're going to make lists of positive aspects. You're going to keep a list of your funniest jokes in your pocket. You're going to think about your favorite things that have happened with your favorite animals and your favorite people, and you're going to play them over in your mind. And then you're going to get out into the day, and you're going to have new experiences with new people that reflect those good feelings that you practiced right after you got up that morning. And you're going to say, today I controlled my drive to work in a vibrational way. I tuned myself to my vibrational frequency, and this person yielded for me. This person called me in. This person winked at me across the aisle. This traffic was perfect. This impulse within me. The first thing that happens as you begin to be a cooperative component to what's in your vortex is ideas begin to occur to you at such timely points that you feel as if you're being guided from this broader perspective. It's like you've got a friend upstream that's feeding you real time. Turn here, go here, stop here. What about this? Think this, you see. So the first thing that happens, the first cooperative components often come in the form of thoughts. The next cooperative components come in the form of conversation from other people. And the next cooperative components come in the form of the juxtaposition of your timing and interaction with others. Until it doesn't take very much of this before you begin to acknowledge that you are the creator, you are the master, you are the maestro of your experience. And then you don't say, what's in my vortex? You say, whatever I want is in my vortex, and whenever I want it, it will show itself to me here and now, you see. Don't you love living real time, where solutions come even before your awareness of problems? Don't you just love that? Don't you love that feeling of well-being? Don't you love having a question that is curiosity and having the satisfying answer come before there is even the smallest particle of frustration on your part? Don't you just love dancing the dance where the universe is dancing with you, you see? Do you believe that there is a bigger thing going on than humans just pushing things around? Do you acknowledge that your Earth spins in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets in the most amazing way? Do you acknowledge that the flora and fauna, the food on your planet, continues to come forth and flourish even though no new seeds or fertilizer or water are being trucked in from other planets? Do you feel the bigness of the well-being that is surrounding you, and can't you feel the eternal nature of all of that? Do you feel the fullness of the people who are walking the planet with you and all of their differences and diversities and all that they are bringing to the spectrum of the platform that you are living? And do you feel that without them, you could not come to the conclusions that you do, and with them, you are constantly, as a people, as individuals, as global consciousness, as mass consciousness, putting more into the vortex than this generation could possibly live out in terms of manifestation? Can you feel the enthusiasm with which future generations are coming forth into this platform to reap the benefit of what you all have been putting there? Do you feel the fullness of having put it there on an individual basis, and the brightness of you being able to claim this thing that you have put there, even though you cannot define it necessarily, specifically right here and now? Do you love the feeling of never-endedness of all of this? And aren't you eager for everyone to come into full awareness of it? Don't you just love to see these little ones come in? And don't you just adore seeing their eagerness about life and their feeling of invincibility that they show to you as their confidence of who they are? Their worthiness is so clear as they get there. And don't you love how it is taking the sting out of you as you begin to see their confidence fade and their sense of knowing who they are begin to withdraw a little bit? Doesn't it make you feel good to know that this is just part of the contrast that they agreed to come and experience because they want at very early ages to begin contributing to their own vortex? And don't you love knowing that there is enough conversation about this going on around the planet, enough people really tuning in? Do you know that when we began talking about emotions, no one was talking about emotions. No one was making the connection between emotions, emotional guidance scale, and creation. Law of attraction was a word that had been spoken, but no one was talking about law of attraction in terms of you set your vibration and things are coming to you. And no one is talking yet very much about the law of attraction's response to your vortex and the law of attraction's response to what you're going on and the emotional response that's playing out. In other words, this is the renaissance. This is the beginning of being able to discover that you are the creator of your own experience. Don't you love being in on the beginning of something that is so big? And don't you love speculating about what that's going to mean to all these little kids that are coming forth, filling their vortex full of stuff, who will not have to wait like you did and like you did and like you did and like you did, that are going to come into alignment with it and live the joyous experience that they were born to live, first crack out of the box. Don't you love knowing that? You know what we've noticed? The harder the way you went, the more delicious the solution is, and the greater the satisfaction when you let it in. So the most significant thing that we want to say about this leading edge stuff is that as your life experience causes you to consciously send off this rocket, and then your emotions help you to consciously come into alignment with it. Once you've done that on the first subject, no matter how big or small it is, now you're off and running. And as we speak about this, let us start in another place, because where you are is where you are. And we don't want any comparison about where somebody is in relationship to somebody else, because this collective consciousness is what has summoned this vortex. And this vortex really is summoning everyone. In other words, we don't want to try to identify that what one wants is more leading edge than what someone else wants, or that what one wants is more significant than what someone else wants. What we want to emphasize is that whatever your life has focused through you in terms of desire, this time-space reality has the wherewithal to deliver it to you. You are a mover of energy. You are a thinker of thoughts. You are a launcher. You are a feeler. You are a coming into aliver. You are alive and fluid and feeling. You are full of adventure. In other words, you are not static, and what you create isn't either. You are the creator of you. You are the creator of the new idea. In other words, you are the creator of all of this, you see. You are the creator of how you feel. And don't you love knowing that there will always be another path and another way? And don't you love knowing that it's fun to explore and discover? Don't you love inventing things? Don't you love improving things? Don't you love finding another way and another way and another way? You do. It's eternally who you are. Not because it needs to be done because the world needs to have it, because you love experiencing it, because you love the feeling of expansion. And you know what you can't stand? The feeling of part of you expanding and the rest not going. That's what negative emotion is, you see. Every process that we've offered through all of these years is to assist you in finding alignment with the fullness of you, the fullness of you, the fullness of you, the fullness of you.